That's crazy.
I might as well fuel up here too.
You just gotta come in or no?
Nah, I want to do this out here. You can go in. That's okay with you. Did you put Silas's gas tank back in here? The red one? You did, big. All right, we'll just fill this one up for him. Come on. We can dump it in his. What's up? Didn't realize I was going to be doing this on the way to start the live stream. It ain't a big deal, man. I'll just put 4 gallons of this one for him, and then we're gonna swap it out. We'll dump it in his. So here, you remember the number of this? Go my wallet. Look, you looking?
Yeah.
Got it? I need my wallet, my card back. Let's go, boo. Yep. Yeah. Out there in the water.
All right.
So, the unfortunate truth that I don't like, that people better come to accept, is that you have a whole group of people in this country that they don't want to do what they want to do and just live their life. They want to do what they want to do and force you to accept it. The unfortunate truth is that being quiet about it isn't a way to go anymore. You know, for all these quote-unquote conservatives that just live their life and don't want to have any part of what goes on. And, hold on. Just don't want to have any part in what's going on with everybody else's lives. They remain quiet. By the way, if you guys don't have a Wavian gas can, you should get some. I had fuel in these cans. I'll show you what it is. It's the only actual Jerry can that's still made. And the way you can tell the difference between the Chinesian ones and the real ones is the real ones, this sticks out. See how there's a ledge there? It's welded on the outside. The Chinesian ones are inside. This won't be here. The weld would be down inside of there. They rust out. They're pieces of shit. Don't buy them. You want to buy one, spend the money, buy one of these. These are about $80 for 2 of them. Hold on, I gotta stick this somewhere. It won't fall over. It don't matter if it don't. Even if it don't, you run over the fucking cans. They're normally cool. But anyway, so you have this whole trans gay shit being shoved down our throats. I don't give a fuck what anybody does in the bedroom. If you want to fucking dress like a go-go dancer and your name's Mark and you want to call yourself Cindy on Friday night, I really don't give a shit. What I will not do is conform to what you tell me I must do. I'm not going to call you a her. I'm not going to use your preferred pronouns and all that shit. You call me an asshole and a dickhead, I don't get to say, hey, don't call me that. My name is Nick. Oh, you're homophobic. Well, I'm not a homo. You're whatever phobic. But being quiet about it's not working. Because everybody living their lives isn't working. Not pushing back isn't working. And it's time that people start putting...
I typed it in or whatever, it said incorrect pin, and then they just told me to press the green button. And it went through.
That's nice. You get my card back. No, it's fine. It works. It just rose to this credit. Hey, throw this in the bed of the truck. Up my water. Hey, throw this in the bed of the truck.
I'm sorry.
Did it break it open?
Oh, I think it did. Maybe.
It's at the top. It's cool.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, I dropped it and it fell out right when you opened the door.
No, the card. That's what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
trade it. It don't matter, buddy.
Okay.
It's not like it charged me $1,600 extra because you did it that way.
Yeah.
You can actually, some places you can do it that way and some places you can't. You might be able to do it everywhere that way. Hell, I don't know. I never do it. I always use my PIN number because it makes me feel safer. Because it's a safety feature. Because I got a PIN number here. Hold this. Well, all you got to do is push the green button, and it lets you use this credit.
You want me to hold it towards you, I guess?
Yeah, not really toward me though. For a minute. Try to get myself together here. Oh, no, that don't work.
Sorry.
No, good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is that one here now? I didn't know they sold them here.
But anyway, so now this shit's being shoved down the throat and it's being normalized like everything else. First, it's just a little bit. You remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, they started normalizing gay couples, specifically gay male couples. Then that, slowly over time was normalized. So, we accepted it. I'm fine. I don't give a fuck what people do. I can care less what you do. But you're not going to force it upon me or my children or my family. It's not going to fucking happen. This training shit, like I said, I don't care. You can be whatever you want to be. I do not give two fucks. At least be honest about it, though. Be honest about it and say what you are. This gender fluid shit. Be honest about it and say what you are. You're fucking confused. You have it's a legit mental illness. Nobody who's mentally ill knows that they're mentally ill. There's not one mentally ill person in the fucking world that'll raise their hand and be like, yeah, I'm mentally ill. You know how I know? I know having to know some mentally ill people. But it's just not working. And it's getting to the point now to where if you say anything at all, because they're so used to getting their way, that you are homophobic or you're transphobic or you're some fucking phobic or some shit. Because these people are too stupid to understand that you legitimately don't give a fuck. And trying to force it on you is really not going to make you give a fuck. It's going to make you give a fuck in the wrong direction. So I've said it 1,000 times. I'm the kind of person, if you told me that doing X, Y, and Z was going to 100% kill me, but you told me I could not do X, Y, and Z, like you're demanding, you're telling me I can't do it. Like you have some kind of authority over me. You better believe I'm going to throw a finger in the air and tell you to suck my dick and not do it any fucking way. And chance death. Just because I'm not going to be told what to do. And you're going to see this affect your children because now they're starting to have more and more gender fluid bathrooms. Where Tommy the rapist, who only got 10 years in prison, although the guy who accidentally kills his best friend in a car accident is 2 decades. Different video. But Tommy the rapist comes out of prison, after he sexually molested a 10-year-old. Now he calls himself Susie and is pissing in the girl's bathroom, watching up little girl skirts and shit in the mirrors. Did you hear about the dude from North Carolina? The motherfucker's got more facial hair than I do. He molested a minor, like a 10-year-old girl. They didn't catch him for a couple years. So what does he do when he goes into court? He says he's fucking trans. Starts calling himself Hannah. They got him on recorder, on jailhouse phones, talking to his dad saying, hey dad, you got to refer to me as her. Coaching this fucking old man. Call me Hannah, don't call me James or whatever the hell his name was. And his dad saying like, damn, you should have said Jamie or something so it'd been easier to remember. They charged this dude as a fucking juvenile because it happened when he was 17. Even though he's an adult now. So he's 23 years old now. He molested this 10-year-old or whatever when he was 17. Guess where they're sending him? They sent him to a juvenile female fucking facility. So now he's surrounded by what he wants. Like I've always said it. You can't punish somebody who's gay. Prison's not a punishment for them. I legit knew a dude in prison that flat out said he continues to come back to prison because that's where his men are at. So what do you think is going to happen when you stick a 23-year-old male who calls himself Hannah that likes to fuck with little girls because he already fucked with one and you send him to a juvenile female facility to be around a bunch of little girls? What do you think is going to happen? It's fucking clown world. I hate using that phrase or term.
Clown lore?
Clown world.
Oh, I thought you said lore. I was...
No, clown world. But this is what you get when you have a population of people who are pussies is what it boils down to. That you won't stand up for what's right because you're afraid to be called something. I said something about the cops yesterday and somebody called me racist. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. But it's the winning argument. You know, if they call you a homophobe or a transphobe or a racist or whatever it is, it's an automatic win for the argument in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like, you be arguing about Ford's better than Chevy. Racist, I win. And you're going to see more of that shit too, and it's going to get fucking worse than that. But we're watching the makings. I mean, look at what's going on with like BLM, Black Lives Matter, all that bullshit. All these people genuinely believe that they are still oppressed because of shit that happened 200 years ago. Well, what about my people being enslaved for 400 years in Africa prior to you ever your people ever stepping foot in this country? What about that? Am I still being oppressed from that? Maybe. But we don't bitch about it though, because we live in the moment. Those people want more free shit because that's how mama fucking raised them to be. And here we are. That's why voting doesn't matter. I've explained that 1,000 times. Maybe not 1,000. I've explained it a bunch of times. If you have a household like ours, not how many we pop out, because I fuck like a rabbit. Sorry, Trey. How do you think you got it? But we only have the kids that we can afford to raise. Well, at least not ask for help for it. So if I have 2 or 3 or 4 kids, because that's what I can afford to raise, and the family over here who lives on welfare, Section 8, pop out, you know, they get paid. The more kids they have, the more money they get. So they just pop them out. So from start to finish. The time they bleed until the time they drive, they're popping out kids. But they're also teaching their kids their values. As I teach my 4 kids my values, she teaches her 7 or 8 kids their values. So when they all turn 18, all those children turn 18, and they go to the voting booth to do their civic duty, what happens? And like all this shit's combined, man. It's the perfect fucking storm to where you, as the person who just wants to live their life, who could care less what other people do, are going to be fucking rounded up and put on cattle cars. And maybe not you, but definitely your fucking kids. But nobody cares, right? It's not time. I had a dude leave a message in one of my comment sections yesterday, the day before. The first thing he says, and I didn't even read his whole comment, in all honesty. I went back and read it later. I'm ex-Green Beret here, and I knew right then. I'm like, fucking douchebag. But he goes on to say that how, you know, he there's a lot of us out there. Don't get your hopes, you know, keep your hopes up, and we've all drawn a line in the sand. And me and my brothers, you know, something to tie the military, and me and my brothers are just waiting for what, motherfucker? An order? Because you're not going to get one, and that's all y'all are good for. Taking orders. You won't do shit without some cocksucker that you said has authority over you with a couple of dicks on his arm telling you what to do. Because if he was going to, you would have already done it. But you buy into it. Because then he went on, I went back and read it, and he started going into what Trump did for us and all this other bullshit. You can see what Trump in his chess game playing out now with these Supreme Court rulings in our favor and blah, 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 and all this shit. And I was going to be a real dickhead and just tell him how it is. And I just kind of said, hey, you know what? You're not on my team. You're my enemy. Matter of fact, you're my biggest enemy. Because you talk yourself up, you stroke your ego, as your buddies rub your ego. That's why the first thing you said was, I'm a Green Beret. I could give a fuck less. You know what that tells me? You're a puppet. That's what that tells me. You have people like Jonathan McCone that's not the first thing he says. You know why? Because he realizes what he did was wrong. He realizes that he was somebody's puppet when he did the shit he did over in fucking Sandbox. It's like, I don't know what it is. I asked him, I was like, why tell me you're a Green Beret? Why would I give a fuck? Because other people give a fuck. That's why. Because they will tell you you're their hero but they won't tell you to fuck off when they're shoving some training shit down your 6-year-old's throat as he's in first grade. And I mean, did you see the video where the kid's standing up there, like the 7-year-old standing up there reading a book he got off the shelf in his library, and it's I forget the name of the book, Nick and Edward, something like that, but it's about 2 teenage boys fucking. Like, it goes into pretty graphic detail. And this is an elementary school library. What the dude? Listen, if that shit would have been in the library when I was in school, if you'd have brought it to school, if they'd have found it in your backpack somehow, your ass would have been suspended. Everybody in the school would have known about it. Every parent would know you won't be able to spend the night at Johnny's house no more to hang out, because mom and dad be thinking you're trying to fuck Johnny now. But not in 2023. No. We must accept. We must not only accept, we must adapt. We must change everything that we know to adapt to these fucking idiots all around us. And it just ain't the trains; it's the Green Berets too. You know, all that shit is just. There's so many problems, you can't combat them all, and they're all tied together in some way. But the guy that went on to tell me why he's so awesome because he's a Green Beret, he said he's drawn his line in the sand. Well, good for you, motherfucker. I'm glad you drew it when something started to affect you in a way that bothers you. What about the tens of thousands of millions of people that are sitting in prisons in this country today who shouldn't be in prison? Because of a system that you should sit back and watch happen. Although you took an oath, right? Well, my oath didn't end. Yeah, okay, your oath never began. Your oath was to political politicians and fucking bankers. Well, no, it wasn't. You'll kill innocent goat herders in Afghanistan, but you won't do shit here. But talk about our lines in the sand. Yeah, and then what you'll do is you'll take that mobile sandbox, and when they take a step over that line, you'll shake that bastard, and you'll draw another fucking line. It's frustrating, to say the least. And it aggravates me. It aggravates me to the core. The shit my kids are going to have to deal with. And it's because of me too. And in all honesty, it is. Because I don't do nothing either. Some of you motherfuckers won't even say nothing. You're so scared. Scared to death. That's going to be your SHTF name. Scared to death. Write that one down, Jake. Jake in here? No, Jake in here. I texted Jake the other day and said, hey, when SHTF happens, do I get to pick my own nickname? He's like, sure. I was like, can it be murder, death, killer? He's like, whatever you want it to be. I said, well, what about Puffy?
Muffin.
Muffin, yeah. That's what it was, what? Talking about the motorcycle?
Yeah.
And trying to see some big 450-pound black dude on a Harley. And on the back of his Harley it said Muffin real big.
Was it on his Harley or was it on the back? I thought it was on his vest.
It was on the back of the Harley, I think. It might have been on his vest. Either way, it said Muffin somewhere and it was talking about him.
Yeah.
Muffin. It definitely broke the leg, so it came out alright, but that's alright. Like, you see that, right? If I eat something like, I ate one honey bun. I've been eating honey buns ever since. I take one bite of ice cream. I ate ice cream up until about a week and a half. Have you noticed I haven't been eating no ice cream?
If you drank this, it's better than Gatorade, pretty much. It's better for you than Gatorade.
Okay, I'll try it. Have you noticed I haven't been eating no ice cream lately?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm quitting. I'm quitting cowtails. Oh, I gotta take it slow though. I gotta detox myself.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Can't go to convulsions. So I quit the ice cream. Then I want to quit honey buns. Then I want to quit cowtails.
And then vaping.
Dude, I'm almost done vaping.
And these.
I mean, eventually, yeah.
Some point.
How many times I hit my vape today? You seen it once?
I haven't seen you hit it.
I think I hit it one time today.
I haven't seen you hit
These things work, man. If you want to quit smoking, I'm telling you, I vape and I normally walk around with my vape in my hand all day long, don't I? It's normally in my hand from the time I wake up to the time I go, like literally in my hand or in my back pocket if I got to need both hands. These are on. I was turning on these my Stephen Crumbly. They work three for $5. There's like 15 of them in one thing, so they last a couple days, just one little thing.
20 nicotine pouches.
20, so there's 20 in there. But they have 8 milligram, 8 ones that are 8, 4, and 2. So once I stop vaping for good, and I'm just not even carrying it with me no more, I'll go to the 4 milligram ones, then the 2, and then I'm done. I'm just burning out on it. There's no reason for it, just poison. That's all it is. Can't think of nothing else I want to bitch about. Oh, I just don't want to bitch about. So I got this fucking helper named Traden.
Oh,
He was at a job yesterday. I told him. So we're at a job today, and we realized we forgot something on the job yesterday. Really, I forgot it. Customer's standing there, and I'm like, God damn it, Traden, you forgot that yesterday. He's like, no, Dad, you forgot it. So I wait till the customer walks away. I'm like, Traden, you're the helper, buddy. Even if it was my fault. Even if I looked at you and told you to leave it there, you forgot it. I'm over in front of a customer. And he just kind of looks at me with his eyes down. Screw it up. Like your mom. It was your mom's fault. That's what it was. Christy's fault we left it there. So now we got to run 40. Now I got a big hole in the side of the house.
Oh, wait, let me call her up and tell her.
Call her, tell her. I think she's on here. Thought I'd seen her earlier.
Oh, I want to call her up and tell her.
But it's ridiculous. People need to start standing up for what's right and for what they believe in.
Made us forget that tool there.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, Mom.
It's all your damn fault.
100%. I was calling you really time.
We blame everything on her mom. She be 100 miles away. We're like, Christy did it. It's her fault. But people need to start standing up for what's right, man. And just not, listen, don't let anybody force you into anything. If you're going to if somebody's going to force you to adopt to what they want in life, I mean, society's been the way it is for forever. And I understand that society's changed. They normally try to change for the better. This is bullshit. Especially the school shit. Schools that are letting this shit in, I don't get it. I don't see how parents are. Listen, if I found, I'd go there and I'd jerk every one of those books out of the library. I'm not bullshit. I'd go to jail and smile every fucking day I was in there. Be calling everybody I'm gonna call and say, "Can you send me some commissary money, please?" All that steak.
Yeah, all that steak.
There's one by the road. Throw it back, Joe, throw it back in the truck trade. Who had him? He said he wasn't going. It's pretty out here. Of course, you can't see nothing. My big ugly face here. Here's something prettier to look at. How about that? The moon's already out. When does the time go back, man? I need some more hours in the day. You can't even see the moon off my trees. There's ball guy. Hey, ball guy. Can y'all see the moon on the damn phone? What the fuck is going on?
I mean, you can't see it because it's covered up by your texts.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's why.
Well, you think you'd still be able to see it? I mean, I can't see
They
it.
can see it. You can't because okay, now you can see it.
Where?
Right? You're blind.
Oh, okay, I see it. It's old 85 Mustang. Right, 86. I don't know. I don't know where he's going on. I don't know, man. People just something's got to give somewhere. Because everything that's happening is happening for a reason. It's not a good reason. It's not going to benefit you. And being quiet any longer is not going to benefit you. Back to that Green Beret, he tried to tell me that a lot of cops are good men. They just need to educate him. I'm like, well, shit. What the fuck were we killing Nazis in the Gestapo for? They just need to educate it, right? Oh, what about the rapist that raped your daughter? He just needs educated, huh? The dude that kidnapped your wife. Just some education, right? Like, it amazes me the way these bootlickers think. But it's the same bootlicker mentality that lets them adopt shit that makes no sense whatsoever. Listen, if you're a dude, I hate to be the one to break your heart. If you were born and you have a wee-wee, yeah, I was out there yesterday, remember? If you're born and you got a pecker, you're never going to pop a baby out your man-made vajayjay. Ever.
Your man-made vaginas.
Your man-made vaginas. It's a vaginas.
Vaginas?
Yeah.
Vaginas.
It's a penis / vagina.
Yep.
I don't get it anyway. Why would you want to have, like, the people that take it all the way, right? Why would you want to have a gaping wound where you got to shove a rubber horse cock in it every day for the rest of your life to keep it open? Yeah, I'm sure a baby will come right out that. Good luck with it. And they want you to adopt that. They want you to really believe that. They want you to believe that these fuckers can have periods. Not that it matters. I don't really give a shit what you think, how mentally ill you are or not. But I mean, like, literally, the mentally ill are running the asylum, guys. And at some point, that shit's just got to, no, we're done. Yeah. They're everywhere out here.
Sorry for interrupting you.
They're all right. Hang on. I got nothing to say of substance. No, I give a fuck what I got to say.
Near our...
Actually, they probably do. They're probably just curious about what the next dumb shit I'm going to say is.
Who?
My people.
Oh, you people.
What is up, Mr. Angry Fishing in Gray and Black? How are you doing, sir? Mr. Travis. John Rice, how you doing, sir?
Like, look at all those vines. Like, everything right there is dead just because of the vines.
Yeah, I forget what that shit's called. It takes over everything.
How do you look
But
at
I'm
that?
about to lose you guys. You guys have a great night. Stay safe. And listen, man, quit buying into the shit. Listen, so did you guys hear the story about the female? I'm going to stop and tell you the story here in a minute. I actually watched the video last night where the female tells about this really happened to her. She's a biology major of some kind. She's in a biology class. And she's like, her teacher's some real, big, like, masculine dude. Real nice guy, laid back. They all come in one day. All the desks are in a circle. And there's one desk in the middle of the room. She tells everybody, sit down, shut up. They say a word. They get up and move on this desk in the middle of the room. Tells everybody they can't move, not to say a word. If they do, they fail the class. Takes the fish out of the bowl and lays it on the desk. So this goldfish sits there flopping around for about 2.5 minutes before finally some girl named Hannah gets up and says, fuck this, and gets up and puts the fish back in the water. And the teacher comes in at that moment, walks over to everybody else, doesn't look at Hannah, who moved, who put the fish back in the water. He looked at everybody else and said, look what the fucking world has done to you. I think it's a pretty powerful story. People need to look at what the world's done to them.